Yo guys, I'm back again with another stream of Stranding 2 on the beach. Hope you guys doing well. Let's jump into another story. कहाँ पे था? Yes, ये वाला मिशन करना था. Head to the F1 area and investigate the cause of the disruption in the tower pyramids. Story so far. एक ये बहुत इसका इरिटेटिंग है. नीचे ये मेन्यू में आता रहता है, निकलता ही नहीं. बहुत ही वाहियात है.
Apropos of nothing, the brigands object to virtually all forms of change. Which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it? Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs. I'd love to hear it again, to listen and remember my family. Ah, yes. Apparently, you can create your own custom playlist for the music player. If you have any recommendations, I'm all ears, Sam.
अब ये ऑप्शन भी आ गया है सर. मतलब प्लेलिस्ट भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं हम हमारे. जस्ट अ मोमेंट गाइस. Yeah, I'm back guys. Okay, let's head out. चलो इसमें तो ऑर्डर वगैरह नहीं, बस यही करना है. ऑफ रोड बाइक बना दिया यहाँ से निकलेगा निकल गया इधर लेडर है लेडर की क्या जरूरत है घर में सामान बराबर है वैसे भी कहीं से भी निकल रही अच्छे खासे माँ बाइक की माँ बन कर रही थी एक है झाड़ी में पत्थर दिखता भी नहीं पानी में इसके व्हील चेंज हो जाते हैं जैसे वो
We're nearly
शार्प
at our
जैसे बन जाते
destination. See anything suspicious?
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
वे ये लोग तो वहाँ पर भी देना लाल लाल टमाटर इनका लीडर लग रहा लीडर है मास्क भी है सब
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
इसकी मांगा है टेलीपोर्ट मांग
Been a long time, Sam.
Fuck, how you still alive?
Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile.
अच्छा ये पहले वाला वो
All the way
क्या नाम था
to the
इसका
other side.
पहले पार्ट में जो विलेन था वो अभी भी जिंदा है
Kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are
अच्छा ये वैसे
plenty of other ways to make you suffer.
डेड लोगों की दुनिया में जिंदा मर के तो ये ऐसा बन सकता है ना यार
Huh?
ये अलग ही स्टोरी है
Goddamn shame. Tonight, what are you just lugging that coffin or pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this convoy. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. No, I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network?
Hippy nip.
Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight.
वापस ये कुछ अलग से निकाला इस देखिए ऑक्टोपस जैसे ये मत बोले इसको मारना
Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
चलो ग्रेनेड निकल गया इसकी माँ का ग्रेनेड तो कुछ काम का ही नहीं है
Are you okay, Sam?
ये तो कुछ काम का ही नहीं है शॉटगन निकल
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt.
अच्छा ये रेड वाला इसके वो है
Nice one!
बिग पॉइंट
That one
लेट्स
seems
गो
to have done some damage.
ओके स्लो मोशन मस्त है लेट्स गो डैमेज हो गई
That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark.
लेट्स गो ऐसे तो इजी मर गए तो शुरू होते ही खत्म हो गया Report to the F1 terminal.
Amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the Cairo network.
इसके ऊपर क्या है अच्छा वो दूर से कुछ मुझे अलग ही ऑब्जेक्ट दिखा शॉटगन इसका बाइक ऑटोमेटिक यहाँ पे अभी तो गवर्नमेंट बेस पे देना इस पे डाल दे बेकार इजी बीजी मर गया वैसे स्टोरी मोड रखा है ना मैंने इसलिए वो इजीली मर गई
Your name is Sam,
ये कौन है
isn't it?
ओलिविया वेस्टबरी
We owe you one.
रास्पबेरी की
What
बहन
was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation. Wow. I honestly had no idea you were that skilled. I hope we can continue. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
चलो एरिया भी अपना एस्टेब्लिश हो गया फर्मवेयर अपडेट हो गया बस
Current port agreed.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral
क्यूट है यार
connection.
ओलिविया
By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fort Knot is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation. And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new plate gate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done.
अच्छा रिटर्न ऑन मेडेलियन क्या हुआ अच्छा कटसीन आने में बहुत टाइम लगा मुझे लगा कुछ ग्लिच हो गई सही है यहाँ पे खड़ी है प्रेशर
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach. If I'd only finished him off, none of this would have happened.
No. You can't blame yourself. You know, something's been bugging me. Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
इसके हाथ हुआ कि पता नहीं इनका फंक्शन एक एक वो ऐसे मोशन करते आंसू भी पहुंच दी बेचारे को वही ड्रीम आ रहा
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh. That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
बेचारा पुतले को दबा दिया इसने जाइंट तो आराम से ऐसे मर गया स्टोरी मोड था इसलिए इजी पीसी
This is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope. Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
ऐसा ऐसा कोई वो फास्टर जैसा ऑप्शन ऐसा कोई ऑप्शन आ गया अब क्या कर अच्छा ये तो इसका वो मेन्यू का बैकग्राउंड वर्जन.
There was a time when I would shatter at every hit or so,
इसको फास्ट फॉरवर्ड नहीं कर सकते?
but now I barely feel the pain when
फिर तो बेकार है.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position. That masked man, that was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon
Higgs.
a giant mech single-handedly.
Higgs हरामजादा.
I expect he's behind recent disruptions to
हाथ
the
धो के
power
पीछे पड़
curves,
गया
too.
बच्चे को.
Well, you don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup.
Thank you. दिलासा देने के लिए. Let's go to surface. वापस इसका विजन है.
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
But what makes you think you have a choice?
Sam, it's Charlie. Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority. need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1. On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials. You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
फैब्रिकेशन में क्या है? अच्छा इसमें जगह नहीं इसलिए एफसीसी काम पर है। तो जो बाकी का ये काम का नहीं है ना, इसको डाल देते हैं इसमें।
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello?
Came in handy.
इसको भी लाइक दे देते। ये क्या दे रहे? थैंक यू, केमिकल दे दिए इसने। ये भी कुछ दे रहा था। कहाँ जा रहे हो? हेलो, इसका ये बहुत बड़ा ग्लिच है, रुकता नहीं है। लोकल बोर्ड है। Contribute special alloys and resins to terminal at the mine node. Restore the monorail. Okay. Monorail reconstruct ऐसा करने के लिए वहाँ तक जाना है, rebuild करने के लिए। Let's go. यहाँ पर अभी भी ये सब टार वगैरह बराबर है।
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
यहाँ पर भी रोड बनाने दो।
Stretch my legs.
कितने मटेरियल चाहिए इसको? पैरल क्रिस्टल दे देते। ऐसे 280 नहीं है हमारे पास। कोई नहीं, जितने दे देते। और कितने चाहिए? पैरल क्रिस्टल 461 चाहिए, 1600 मेटल्स चाहिए और 1920 सेरेब्रस। उसके बाद वो कंस्ट्रक्ट होगा। ये सब दौड़ के चाहता है हर बार, इसका डिफॉल्ट ऐसे है। हर बार ऐसे दौड़ के जाता है इसके बदले। अच्छा, ये मैं से स्ट्रॉन्ग है इसलिए वो पक्के से हेडशॉट लगता है। अच्छा, वो तो कंट्रोलर के लिए था। डिस्प्ले वगैरह मजा आ रहा है इसमें ऐसे बाइक चलाना। गेट पे हुक्म आ रहा है। ओके 7 स्केल का था। फिर लेडर तो डाल दूंगा, पर लेडर के ऊपर ये बाइक नहीं चल पाएगी। ज़्यादा पानी लग नहीं रहा, निकल जाना चाहिए। फंस गए। ये पूरा बीटी एरिया। यहाँ पे पूरा क्रिस्टल है, क्रिस्टल है। Mine node. Okay, fun. कितने सारे क्रिस्टल मिल गए। अच्छा माइन है, माइन में तो टार ही निकली, क्रूड ऑयल हो गई। पढ़ रहा हूँ फिर भी दिमाग में। क्रूड ऑयल होगा ना यहाँ। अभी जाना पड़ेगा, इसकी बैटरी खत्म होने वाली है। चलो मोनोरेल रिस्टोर हो गया है।
Well done, Sam.
I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Please submit materials.
अच्छा इसलिए बाहर है इतने सारे पैरेल क्रिस्टल्स थे वहां से उठा के इनको देने टेक्नोलॉजी ये क्या मिला
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
इसकी माँ इतने सारे मटेरियल लेके जाना पड़ेगा अच्छा मोनोरेल 2 मिनट लगेगा वहां तक जाने में वाह सही है What's next? Resins चाहिए और special railways चाहिए अच्छा यहाँ पे जनरेटर ऑलरेडी है तो ध्यान ही नहीं
Until it's full. Time the motor.
काफी सारे क्रिस्टल्स हैं यहाँ पे कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं पूरे एरिया से क्रिस्टल से ही भरा पड़ा है
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care.
इसमें बाइक चलाने का मजा आ रहा है ठीक है खरगोश। वाइल्ड एनिमल मार दिया मैंने, तो इसमें मेरे को डिसलाइक थी। ये सब भी सिस्टम है इसमें। और कहीं पे क्रिस्टल तो नहीं दिख रहा है।
Charged up.
ओके भाई वापस वहां पे जाना। यहाँ का काम तो हो गया। वैसे ब्रिज वगैरह बना सकते हैं ना, एक ब्रिज बना लेते हैं। हर बार ऐसे घूम के जाना। Outside the chiral network. अच्छा ये एरिया अभी भी स्ट्रैंड में एस्टेब्लिश नहीं हुआ। चलो कोई नहीं, इसके आगे का तो है एरिया, वहां पे बिल्ड कर लेंगे। वापिस आ रहा है क्या? तो यहाँ पे बिल्ड कर सकते हैं ना, उल्टा ऐसे कर सकते, ट्राई करते हैं। कहाँ तक है इसका नेटवर्क? डीप वाटर। देखो यहाँ पे तो हो सकता है। लेट्स गो। उस तरफ से नहीं तो एटलीस्ट इस तरफ से तो बन ही सकता। 10 सेकंड में पुल बन जाएगा। बोले थे ना ये तुम्हारी जॉब ले लेगा। अरे हाँ बट इसके लिए वो तो देना पड़ेगा मटेरियल्स, वो तो भूल ही गया मैं। मटेरियल मेटल्स चाहिए, 600 मेटल्स चाहिए, ये तो भूल ही गया। तो बस ऐसे कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए मेटल्स कहीं से तो बैंडिट्स वगैरह के पास भी होते हैं, तो बैंडिट्स वगैरह कोई है नहीं ऐसे। ठीक है मेटल्स कहीं से जुगाड़ करना पड़ेगा। कोई नहीं, अभी ये मिशन करते हैं, बाद में देखते हैं।
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome. With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought. Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
Order completed. Vehicle data. Producer complete have now made the following available. अच्छा अभी ये build कर सकते हैं off-roader.
Found some of our missing stuff, did you? I thought this was gone. We've made some great strides in our research thanks to you. If it's all right, we'd like you to have this.
Bandwidth increase होगी.
Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Let's go. Oh shit. इतने ज़्यादा अपग्रेड डायरेक्ट 68. अरे यार एक और पॉइंट हो जाता 69 हो जाता. कोई नहीं.
Here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
ओके क्या दे रहे? Sunglasses. इससे तो already है.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort. That's going to go a long way towards getting other sections up and running again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself. It's a large four-wheel drive vehicle, boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too, attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts. Sure, the monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about. We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You managed to save the day, Sam. The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou. Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
Order completed.
पर लू को क्या हुआ?
Hey, Sam. How's it going? I have updates for you, if you have time.
I take it you've learned more about Lou?
We followed up on the message Deadman left for you at the lab. About how there was another BB-28, not Lou, who, according to the records, was decommissioned 4 years ago. The first time you and Lou met was about 2 years ago now, when you were entrusted with the BB previously issued to Bridges Corp's disposal. And together, the two of you made it all the way across North America.
Deadman and everyone else at Bridges, they all called Lou BB-28.
Right. Because that was Lou's serial number. You see, we found the records for the BB storage facility. By cross-referencing the data, we confirmed that after BB-28 was decommissioned 4 years ago, Lou was assigned the same designation and placed into storage.
So what you're telling me is that instead of getting a new serial number, Lou inherited an old one?
As for Lou's mother, following the C-section, it seems she passed away. And that, pretty much, is the extent of our recent discoveries. Without a still mother to provide support, it makes sense that Lou was kept in reserve. But we still have no idea who approved the serial number reassignment, much less why they did it.
Higgs said there were things I didn't know. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
I think it could be.
I want to know everything about Lou.
You're playing his game, Sam. Chasing after the past is what Higgs wants you to do.
I need to know where Lou came from. I have to know.
If you're sure, Sam, I'll keep digging. In the meantime, you should get plenty of rest before your next mission.
Sam, it's Charlie. A new order is now ready for you. I'd also like to brief you on your next destination. And I believe that Fragile wants to have a word as well. Visit the delivery terminal in Westport Knot to take on the relevant main order.
Sam, it seems Tarman decided to leave a few books for you. Right there by your bed. Reading is a wonderful way to take your mind off things. Trust me.
पहले तो संडास चाहिए हल्का हो गया ये क्या हुआ संडास लीक हो गया ये गटर का पानी बाहर आ रहा है ये सारी पूसी इसकी मां का सपना आया था इसका तो ये भी संडास में भी सपने आने लगे इसमें संडास जाना भी सेफ नहीं रहा. थोड़े से बुक वगैरह रीड करते थे. अच्छा फोटो उल्टा मुझे लगा बुक उल्टी पकड़ी.
That's Tarman's son. He must have placed the photograph in here for safekeeping. This is an important memento. Why don't we go and take it to him?
I found this picture in your book. Is this your son?
Thank you. Yes. He's still out there somewhere, borne along on the currents, with this right hand of mine. It's due to my connection with said missing piece that I can read the movements of the tar. Something akin to a phantom pain. You want to hear the story?
Sure.
I was both a medical doctor and a geophysics researcher once upon a time. In those days, the tar currents were a key focus of mine. This ship was originally built to facilitate my studies, in fact. The deep tar hunting vessel Magellan, we named it. A ship perfectly suited to pursuing the creatures that thrive in the tar's depths. Another avenue of research, you might say. We called them chiral mammals, for lack of a better name. Seemed like the closest fit. Reckoned if we caught one, we could figure out all the mysteries. The tar, the tides, hell, maybe even the stranding.
Whoa, she's a big one.
Dip yourself in, son.
Tar's looking calm. I'll be fine, Pop. You seeing this? I think she's pregnant. Hey, Pop. This is weird.
प्रेग्नेंट फिश को उठा लो.
Storm!
कितने सारे निकले इसके अंदर से? अच्छा तभी से इसका हाथ ऐसे चला गया.
And just like that, the tar took my boy and my hand along with
Pure
it.
cinematic.
At first, I thought this little guy was my son reborn.
If I may ask a question, the hunters that attacked you after you caught the chiral mammal, are you sure they came from within the creature's womb?
Yes. That said, I'm not of the opinion that the hunters were its offspring.
Its womb merely served as a gateway to the other side.
Indeed. The tar and the beach are connected.
अलग ही स्टोरीज हम जानने को मिली. कस्टमाइज में क्या और कुछ मिला? अच्छा ये ग्लासेस बड़े हैं ये? नहीं ये ग्लासेस बड़े हैं. थोड़ा इससे बतिया लेते हैं.
I've known Tarman for quite a while now, but that was the first time I've heard him speak about his son in that fashion. It made me wish that I could do something, anything to ease his burden. But setting aside those feelings, suppose that cat of his is in fact his son reborn. Why does it treat me as though I'm a threat? Does it just hate me? Reincarnation or not, perhaps it's still a cat at heart. There are organisms in this area that I don't believe I've ever laid eyes on before. My understanding is that they're called chiral creatures, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Apparently, they will drain your batteries if you come into contact with them. There may be other deleterious effects for all we know. And really, you shouldn't be bothering them anyway. There's nothing to be gained from it. It's not like they drop coins when defeated. That looks wonderful.
Okay, let's head to the surface. वापस इसको भेजे।
The extraction was successful. It was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility.
Ready to proceed with corpse disposal? 1.
देखो ना मैं ना उधर से फोन तक इसका तो वो
Sam, your next destination is the Northern Environmental Observatory. Like its western counterpart, this observatory is a critical facility that will help us to monitor the changes taking place in the Australian environment. To bring it online, you'll have to navigate the canyon to the northeast of your current position. But before that, you'll need to link up another site en route.
Sam, the next site we want you to link up is called Rainbow Valley. A friend of Drawbridge is waiting for you there. Once the network connection has been established, they'll be joining us on the DHV Magellan. I recruited them myself when we first met in the UCA. You can pick up the order from the delivery terminal. I'm looking forward to seeing you both. Thanks again, Sam.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
ये ऑफ रोड भी बन सकता है, इसको ही बना लेते। इसकी कैपेसिटी भी ज़्यादा होगी।
Vehicle ready. Please drive carefully. Order accepted. Thank you.
ये इसमें अलग ही है सर। इसमें व्हीकल का सही है मैकेनिक्स से, उसमें तो एकदम ही वो मिलता रहता था। भी मजा आएगा ना वीडियो, ऊपर आगे से ऐसा ओपन ही है। बाइक बाइक में था वैसे ही, जब ऐसे उतरना होगा ना तभी ऐसे नीचे उतरेगा। अलग है उसमें तो वो कार के जैसे था, साइड में डोर से निकल लेगा, इसमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं, विंडशील्ड वगैरह। मजा आएगा इसमें चलाने। इसके बैटरी बैकअप भी ज़्यादा है। बारिश चालू है। ऑफ रोडिंग में अच्छा है ना, इसके बड़े बड़े व्हील्स है, नीचे है, हाइट ज़्यादा है। क्रॉस करने में थोड़ा इजी रहेगा। ये देखो ये बीटी एरिया, साउंड चेंज हो गया बैकग्राउंड। कैसे हेलो इसे कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए काम है। बीटी एरिया है। यहाँ पे बीटी की वार्निंग दे रखी है, यहाँ पे दे इन लोगों ने।
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
लाल गुम हो गया एकदम आसपास का। राइट साइड बीटी है, उसको होल्ड करते चलते। इधर भी है, इधर रूट में भी पका लेते। ये ऑफ रोड है इसलिए भाग रहा था, बाइक होता तो इतना नहीं भाग सकता। स्टिल आराम से कहीं फंस ना जाए। चलो सही। लेकिन चलो क्लियर हो गया। अच्छा ये नदी है, मुझे लगा वो रूट है ऐसा। फिर तो ऐसे घूम के जाना पड़ेगा। नदी में से कैसे जा पाए? इसमें रूट तो वैसे दे रखा है, वो रूट ये ऑफ रोडिंग के लिए नहीं है ऐसे। इसके मैं वैसे तो ऊपर से क्यों जा रहा हूँ? इससे अच्छा नीचे से ही जाऊँ। यही सही रहे। अरे यार ऑफिस है बीटी के बीटी। ये कहाँ फंस गए? इसकी माँ का इतना बड़ा पत्थर दिखाई नहीं। लोगों को मजा आ रहा है, वो राइड एंजॉय कर रहे हो तो। यहाँ हमारे लगे पड़े बमची को मजा आ रहा है। ये क्या है? कुछ तो था बता नहीं। कुछ तो कायरल को लेके प्लस कार्गो। कलर्स की मच्छी ले रहे हो, ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे ऑस्ट्रेलिया।
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
एक मिनट, डायरेक्ट उसमें से उठा सकते हैं, ये ऑप्शन है।
Access the delivery terminal.
ऑर्डर डायरेक्ट दे सकते हैं। अच्छा उठा लेगा। चलो सही है, डायरेक्ट ट्रक में से उठा लिया। ये कौन है काउबॉय?
Then does this mean the drawbridge has finally come to the valley? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you could make it. It's an honor to welcome you here.
आई थिंक ये इसको जानते हैं पहले से।
I almost can't believe how good this looks. Thank you so much. Of all the things you could have brought us, where did you even find this? Thank you, Sam. We'll be hoping to see more of you in the future. The next step involves the Cupid, yeah? Okay then, let's do this.
चलो ये कनेक्ट हो जाएगा। Let's go. न्यू स्ट्रैंड एस्टेब्लिश्ड। ये क्या बोला? डार्क है ना? ओके।
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The connection looks strong and steady to me. That cargo you brought along is going to make a world of difference, too. It'll allow us to proceed with our terraforming initiative. Hopefully, no more towns will have to suffer the fate of the one down below us. Oh, we've shared our tar cannon data with everyone, by the way. I suspect you'll find it useful in your own work. Try it out. See if it suits your needs. You probably passed the town I mentioned on your way up here. At a glance, it might have looked like nothing more than a cluster of massive boulders. But those were once buildings. Places where people used to live. As the desert kept creeping closer, the town was abandoned overnight. They'd been forced to evacuate. The few who were left behind became BTs. Still, at least the exodus went to plan. There are no voidouts at any rate. This region was once filled with lush vegetation, over which birds soared and serenaded, until all that beautiful life fell prey to sudden desertification. We swore to do everything in our power to bring back what was lost. Around the time we got started, the APAC people showed up. With their help, we've been able to achieve a modest measure of success. But moving forward, we have to find a way to nurture and protect what little we have on our own. Tar cannons are invaluable pieces of equipment that we use to combat forest fires. Now, while fires are a common occurrence in this region, water is a precious resource. So these cannons were developed as extinguishers that utilize the tar contained within the earth itself. They leverage the tar's viscosity, making them one of the most effective methods of combating fire we have. When deployed on the ground, they can both extract and discharge tar simultaneously. You can pick up the cannon and use it on the go as well, but you'll be unable to refill its tar reservoir while doing so. If you find yourself caught in a wildfire, you'll need to figure out when to shoot and when to move in order to make it out alive. Thanks for everything, Sam. You and Drawbridge have helped ensure that these lands will one day be filled with life again, however long it takes. In particular, that comrade of yours has performed absolute miracles for us. If you're looking to link up with them, you'll find them in the ravine on the other side of the river, directly opposite this shelter. Come back and visit anytime.
Right. Time to meet up with our comrade. Let's see. They should be around here somewhere.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
ये ट्रांसपेरेंसी देखे छाते के लिए प्लास्टिक के आर पर ऐसे सोच रहे म्यूजिक तो सुना मेरे ये कौन है चिली चिकन?
I think I spooked her.
I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
बारिश अचानक बंद हुई।
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
यहाँ इसमें टाइल्स डली हुई स्विमिंग पूल के। ये सच में ऐसे टाइल्स है? कोई इल्यूजन है? इसमें कैसे टाइल्स है? मतलब सही। यहाँ पर स्विमिंग पूल बना रखा। एक मिनट, ये सामान तो मैं अंदर डाल दूंगा, फालतू में लेके घूम रहा हूँ। फालतू में इतना बोझ लेके घूम रहा था। अच्छा, ये भी शेल्टर है। ये क्या? अंदर एक गार्डन बना रखा। ऑस्ट्रेलियन में कलरफुल। ये प्रेग्नेंट है दिखने में, तो छोटी बच्ची। ऑस्ट्रेलियन पेरेंट्स।
Thanks for coming, Sam.
Rainy.
I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
ये फर्स्ट पार्ट में थी, मेरे को याद भी नहीं।
You had some kind of a trick for dealing with time flow?
Rainy, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
इसको लेके जाना. Episode 4 Raindrops. वाह, ये sexy raindrops भी थे.
Fragile.
तो चलो ऐसे पहुंच गए. मुझे लगा इसको ले जाना बीच में इसमें कुछ गड़बड़ होगी.
Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
ये हर बार इसमें नीचे से FPS जब भी बीबी को लटका था ना तब थोड़े बहुत FPS ड्रॉप ऐसा ग्लिच दिखता है.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
देखते हैं नया कुछ कांड है क्या. संडास नहीं है इस बार तो नॉर्मल. इस बार संडास लीक नहीं हुई.
That's it. That's it. Everything's okay.
चौंकी.
I was glad to see Rainey in such high spirits. She's grown so bright and energetic, almost unrecognizable from our first meeting. A pity that her child shows no similar signs of development. Rainey used to be much more quiet and withdrawn. She seemed averse to spending time with people. Dolls, too. It was singing and dancing that got her to open up. I'm something of a performer myself, though I've never showed anyone. The Rainbow Valley greenhouses are the product of our researchers' hard work. And thanks to you and me, those invaluable structures will endure for a good while yet. That sure looked good, Sam.
व्हीकल की बैटरी चार्ज हो गई 16 जनरेटर से। एक होना मेन ऑर्डर है रेनबो वैली। कार स्टोरेज का नहीं है इसमें। कार अपने आप ये स्टोर नहीं है।
Okay.
आई थिंक यहाँ पे कहीं पे बन नहीं सकता है कुछ इसमें कल भी आ गया। हाँ झाड़ी में घुस गए। यहाँ पे पॉसिबल है। यहाँ पे ट्राई करते हैं। बाढ़ में गए। वहाँ से हो सकता है। यहाँ पे हो सकता है।
Okay.
Construction complete. Nice.
इसके लिए भी 600 मेटल ही चाहिए। मेटल्स हमारे पास होने चाहिए। मेटल्स देखते हो गए लॉकर वगैरह में पड़े। स्पेशल एलोस वगैरह ही पड़े।
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo. The
हैं?
subject of
Escape kangaroo?
seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the
kangaroo का भी
is extremely
जिक्र
high,
किया।
meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter.
kangaroo देखते हैं ऐसा असली वाला ऐसा होगा जिसमें
This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
मेटल्स कहीं से उठाना है।
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first... The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odradek to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it.
कार में आ जाएगा।
It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
क्या फैब्रिकेट कर डार्क है ना, इसका भी कुछ काम नहीं। पहले तो कैंगरू को ढूंढना है, उसके बाद उसको ले जाना। कैंगरू को ढूंढ के फिर उसको डिलीवर। वे ये मिसाइल कहाँ से आ रही?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
फायर कहाँ से? इसकी माँ कहाँ फंस गया ये? अरे यार ये बड़े से पत्थर में है यार, मेरे बातों बातों में ध्यान ही नहीं दिया। अरे आज हम तो कर सकते, वो फायर देखने के चक्कर में पत्थर ही नहीं देख। इसकी गाने की देख रहे हो गेम कितना ओके मजे, जरा सा भी स्टटर नहीं। और नए से इफेक्ट में स्टटर होना चाहिए, ऊपर से इतना ये लेटेस्ट गेम है, सिस्टम में चल रहा है वही काफी।
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible. Hey, Sam, over there! I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
कैंगरू तो मिल गया भाई, इसको डाल के कैसे? अरे वो यूज वी का तेरी माँ। क्या ग्लिच हो रहा है यार? अच्छा ओके, ये ऑप्शन ओके।
All right, time to make our getaway.
भाई ये कुछ भी हो रहा है गेम में। इसको अंदर नहीं डाल सकते? इतना बड़ा कैंगरू है इतने बड़े कैंगरू को इसमें वो एनिमल कैरियर में डाल के पीठ के ऊपर ले जाने वाला था कैरी करके। कुछ भी हो रहा है भाई गेम में। इतना बड़ा वो कैंगरू, इतना कोई छोटा बच्चा तो ऐसा होता नहीं, काफी हेवी होता है। इसको ऐसे वो उसमें कैरी करके ले जाने वाला। कुछ भी हो रहा है गेम में। इसमें पत्थर पत्थर इतने सारे, कहाँ से आ गए भाई इतने सारे। ये बात कुछ हजम नहीं है। कैंगरू को उसमें वो फिट कर रहा था कैरी करके बैग पे ले जा रहा था, ये बात हजम नहीं है। इतना वो हेवी कैंगरू ऐसा होता है। तो इसका आराम से वो पेटी पैक करके कवर भी कर लिया भाई। कुछ भी हो रहा है गेम में। कैंगरू इतने में आ भी गए। छोटा बच्चा हो गया कैंगरू का, फिर भी देखते हैं क्या है। कैंगरू को पार्सल बना दिया जीते जागते जीव को।
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Strand established. Animal shelters stop. चलो एरिया अंडर नेटवर्क आ गया। ये क्या है? डिकोय होलोग्राम नेटवर्क। पता नहीं क्या करना होगा इसमें। काइंड ऑफ डिकोय पैदा करेगा ऐसा कुछ लग रहा है। कोई मिट्टी लगी। ये आग कैसे लगी वो तो पता नहीं चला। मतलब मिसाइल वगैरह कहाँ से आ रही? नेचुरल को नेचुरली ऐसे कहाँ से मिसाइल आती? ये बारिश लाएगी। बरसोरी मेघा मेघा बरसोरी मेघा मेघा बरसोरी मेघा बरसोरी। पहले ही आ जाती इतना नुकसान होगा। अच्छा हमने अभी इसका पहले वाइल्ड एनिमल मारा था, वो रेबिट नहीं था, कैंगरू का बच्चा ही था। अच्छा इसका इसलिए नाम रेनी रखा.
Who is she exactly?
इसे
It's been
बरसात
about 6
लाती
months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
सही है यार, इसको यहाँ पे इंडिया में लेके आओ. जिस जगह पे बारिश नहीं होती वहाँ पे बारिश करो.
Whenever I stepped outside,
अच्छा इसकी स्टोरी बता.
there was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters.
Witch hunter. अच्छा ये बारिश ऐसे लाती थी कि सब इसको ये जादू करनी ऐसे समझते थे. चुड़ैल समझते थे.
So I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
There she is!
इसकी माँ का प्रेग्नेंट है और इसके पेट में हुआ.
We need to leave right now.
Please.
God, get out of here!
यही चौंकी है भाई. तेरा पेट में बच्चे है उसको मारो. ये भी चौंटी है, इसका ऐसे यूज कर सकते थे ना पकाने के बदले.
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're
अच्छा
ready
ये
to
पहुंच
leave?
गए.
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. We wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold. Come on.
That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers. Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject. It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations. Cheers, Sam. You've really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding, and once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Order completed. Well done.
Go to the bridge of the DHV Magellan. Okay.
We owe you one.
अच्छा यहीं पे
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
इसको रिपेयर करते रिपेयर करेगा तो बैटरी भी रिचार्ज हो जाएगी सब
Nice repair job. She's practically sparkling.
ओके प्राइवेट रूम में जाना मिशन ये अजीब ही था भाई पूरा कैंगरू को ऐसे पेटी में बांध के ले जा रहे
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5 meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
चलेगा वापस से फ्रेम रेट है ब्रो को बीबी को लटका दे
Sam, it's Charlie. You'll be happy to hear that a request has come in which will take you to your next destination. Unfortunately, no nearby facilities have the capacity to prepare the cargo. So it's going to be a long-distance delivery from West Fort Knott instead. Moreover, this request requires you to transport a large quantity of cargo. Careful consideration will need to be given to your route and your means of traversing it. You'll also need to think about what equipment you might need. Only then should you commit to a plan of action. Access the delivery terminal at West Fort Knott to pick up this main order. Oh, and the DHB Magellan can take you there, if need be. Just open your ring terminal and select chart course to request transport.
Okay. So guys, I'm taking a short break. We'll continue after a short break, so stay tuned. You guys, I'm back again. पट्टी करके आते हैं।
Moby Dick, or The Whale, seems to be one of Tarman's favorite novels. As the name suggests, it's a story about a white sperm whale named Moby Dick. Captain Ahab, one of the main characters, uses a prosthetic leg made of whale bone to replace the one Moby Dick took long ago. He's obsessed with getting revenge against the whale, which he hates with a terrible passion, all while nursing the phantom pain of his lost leg. In the end, Ahab fails to exact vengeance on his foe and is dragged into the sea. His crew's only survivor is Ishmael, the book's narrator. He was rescued after clinging desperately to a coffin-shaped life buoy. That's right, a coffin was his savior. Ironic, isn't it? How you use a thing makes all the difference.
Now let's head to surface. जो बच्चा जैसा चिल्ला रहा Younger is feeling better. इसका वो कैसे था DMV को यूज करना वहां तक जाने के लिए DH sorry DMV को
Please select a destination.
ओके वहाँ पे जहाँ जहाँ पे इसके पोजीशन है जहाँ पे निकलता है वहाँ पे फेस्टिवल कर सकते हैं लेट्स गो ये तो काफी टाइम बच जाएगा, आराम से 10-15 मिनट का टाइम मिलेगा हमें एक्स्ट्रा।
Thanks so much for stopping by.
तो वहाँ अंदर पार्क करके इसका डिसमेंटल ही कर देते। जैसे भी उसका इतना भी यूज नहीं करना, ट्रक काफी काम कर।
Thanks so much for stopping by. Give me a moment while I check the orders. It's like a dream come true, this showing up on our doorstep. We'd written it off, but you made our day. It feels as though we're always leaning on you for support. Please allow us to return the favor with this data. Just wanted to let you know that we're increasing the amount of materials you can withdraw.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We've increased the carrying capacity of your floating carriers. Needless to say, this improvement wouldn't have been possible without your contributions. Now, they still require a steady supply of chiral crystals to function, same as before, so don't forget to stock up beforehand. Hope this helps with your future deliveries.
Order completed. Well done.
Sam, it's Charlie. I'm pleased to inform you that you can now use the map on your ring terminal to check the weather forecast. We utilize information provided by Rainey, as well as local historical data to make predictions. Take them into consideration when plotting your routes.
मैं क्या है प्रिपरेशन।
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sam, Tarman here. A short while ago, the tar currents became incredibly unstable. It's gotten so bad that the DHV Magellan can't travel safely. We're still looking into what might have caused this, and we'll be in touch the second we know more.
यही था, पता था कुछ ना कुछ फूड को ऊपर होगा। अबे बोल रहे कि इसको ये फेस्टिवल की तरह यूज नहीं कर सकते, अबे कुछ अर्थक्वेक हुआ इसलिए पता था। चलो यहाँ पे हम झक मार के जाना पड़ेगा। अनस्टेबल बता दी। चलो कोई नहीं, ट्रैवल करेंगे इनमें से व्हीकल को लेकर। ये भूकंप को भी अभी आना था। Just a moment, guys. I'm back. मोनोरेल अपने आप। अच्छा ये लोग कार्गो भेज रहे। बीटी एरिया है। लास्ट टाइम भी यहीं से गुजरा था ना कैरेक्टर को जाने के लिए। फिर तो यार काफी ऐसे जाना पड़े। एक मिनट, यहाँ से जा सकता हूँ मैं शायद। एनिमल शेल्टर के बदले माइन वाले रास्ते से चले जाओ तो शायद वहां से जा ट्राई करते। बीटी से बच के जाना पड़ेगा। इसमें एक दिक्कत है, वो कायरल क्रिस्टल वैसे उतर के लेना पड़ेगा। बाइक में तो सही रहे, वो बैठे बैठे तोड़ सकते थे। इसको कर लेते हैं रिचार्ज।
Fill up. Let's get going.
देखते हैं ऐसे घूम के जाने का रास्ता है नहीं। क्या ऐसे स्क्रीन खतरनाक आ रहा है, खतरनाक स्क्रीन शेक हो रहा है। सेवन करेक्टर स्किल। ओके, आई थिंक यहाँ से जा सकते हैं। अब जाके साउंड पर चलो। ऐसा लग रहा है किसी और प्लेनेट पे से वो रोवर लेके जा रहे हैं।
You know, Sam, I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for.
The Brigaders का एरिया Enemies. Enemies ahead.
Impossible, I know. But I can feel it in my soul. I'm looking for a sign that you were here. I left it all behind.
Oh, Facebook on button.
Just a bit further now.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access to the area. Process your orders and requests.
Wait, are you Sam? Then does that mean you carried this hefty delivery all the way from West Fort Knott? Way to make an entrance. We welcome you with open arms. Now let's get this cargo of yours processed.
चलो डैमेज
This
नहीं होने पर
cargo is a thing of beauty. You've made my day. I hope you'll continue to support us in the days ahead. All right. Can you connect your Cupid to our facility?
क्या मिला गेट डाटा सॉफ्टवेयर सूट मिला नया कुछ फॉर्मर भी अपडेट हो
And now we're finally connected to the chiral network. This should make our job so much easier. And to make your job easier, I've gone ahead and shared data for a suit I think you'll love. Oh, right. I also wanted to give you this as thanks.
चाकू है कि लेजर कटर जैसे ब्लड बूमरैंग ओके
Introducing the blood boomerang. Throw it properly and it'll come right back to your hand. It's a reusable weapon in that regard. Folds up
अच्छा
nicely
okay.
too, so it's quite easy to carry. You'll find it's especially effective against BTs, so give it a try against the next one you
क्या बात है बीटी पे भी काम
With
कर
the aid of your network, we should also be able to develop stronger
ये तो और
measures to
अच्छा
defend against belligerents, which we need since the brigands out west have rapidly improved their arsenal in recent days. Honestly, you couldn't have gotten here at a better time. Thanks be to you, we'll finally be able to focus on our research. As the chiral network has expanded, we're seeing more and more anomalies outside of the bounds of its coverage. This has led the brigands to conclude that the network itself is responsible for the worsening state of the world, which is why they're opposed to its expansion. But it's not like we can sit back and do nothing. If we don't try to improve things, humanity's doomed to go extinct. One day they started sporting a whole lot more weaponry, including grenade launchers with custom tranquilizing gas rounds. Thing is, the brigands don't have a chiral printer at their base as far as we know. So, where'd they get all the new hardware all of a sudden? Kind of worrying, don't you think? After I moved to Australia, the locals learned me all the ins and outs of the boomerang. I then designed a new type that's effective against BTs as well. You infuse it with Doom's blood before throwing it. The bigger the charge, the greater the potency. Naturally, most people would have to rely on blood bags sourced from donors, but since you have Doom's, you can also use your own blood on the spot. Unlike traditional firearms, it hardly makes noise. If your enemies don't actually see you throw it, they'll have a hard time finding you. That said, don't expect it to do too much damage to humans. Not unless you manage to hit them in just the right spot, at least. At this observatory, we focus on monitoring the behavior of tar currents. There's a patch of BT territory due north of here, and just beyond it is land that's currently being subsumed by tar. There's no telling when the facility will be lost to the tar as well. So it's important that we contribute to the research and development of countermeasures while we can. Incidents of tar current instability have grown more frequent, but we haven't been able to determine much more than that thus far. Thanks to the chiral network, though, we expect we'll be able to improve our instrument accuracy. We appreciate the help. Best of luck to you, Sam. The tar currents are acting up again. Guess it's back to work for me. Let's both keep on keeping on.
That was excellent work, Sam. Thanks to you, the better part of the Western continent has access to our services. Now it's time for you to head north and continue to expand network coverage. It is imperative that you connect all of Australia, stabilizing the environment and eliminating the remaining anomalies. There will be challenges, of course, but I know you have what it takes to overcome them.
I love challenges.
I expect more great things from you, in short.
Sam, this is Tarman. We believe that we finally determined the location of whatever's thrown the tar currents into chaos. The chiralium levels there are pretty high, though, and BTs are almost certain to be present as well. I hate to ask, but would you mind taking a look for us? It's close to your current position. I've sent you the coordinates. We're counting on you, Sam.
अच्छा ये है कि ये मैं कब से इसको चेंज करे जा रहा हूँ। अच्छा यहाँ पे इसमें मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ कि लेफ्ट से राइट क्यों हो रहा है। दो ब्लड ग्रेनेड बता रहे अभी चौंटी हो से देख नहीं
I'll say a prayer for your help.
तो ये बार बार ऐसे अर्थ पे गाते रहते हैं। खतरनाक स्क्रीन शेयर होगा। बीटी एरिया है। एक बड़ा जायंट बीटी जैसा लग रहा है।
PC doesn't.
ये क्या इसके जैसे मिरर इमेज इसकी बहन की खींच लिया इसने। मुझे लगा फाइट करने का ऑप्शन है तो कुछ टाइम ही नहीं। देखिए अभी बाइक चलाना है। ऐसे मुंह पे पेन रखा है इसने, सांस कैसे ले रहा है? वो ठीक से वो कोई जो क्या सिनेमैटिक लाइट है इसकी है ये भाई हिडेयो कोजिमा क्या डेवलपर है भाई इसका एपिसोड पर कॉन्फ़िगरेशन पीछे के लाइट बताइए इंट्रोडक्शन मतलब लगी दुनिया just a moment please इसके हैंड मुझे ऐसे डेजा वजह से क्यों लग रहा है क्या हो अच्छा ये सब सामान उठाना पड़ेगा ये देखो क्या डिटेल्स है गाइस प्लेन्स के फ्रेम रेट दिख रहे हैं कितने रियलिस्टिक है स्कीम एंड भाई सच में मास्टरपीस बनाया है गेम को रिफ्लेक्शन देखो गेम जरा सा भी लैग नहीं हो रहा मेरे किसी इवन स्ट्रीम चल रहा है फिर भी इतना मस्त ऑप्टिमाइज है इसकी माँ का भाई इसको ऐसे 4K में देखो बड़े स्क्रीन में मजा ही आई
Spirits of the dead are close.
सच में मास्टरपीस बनाया है ये देखो ना इसके अंदर है
Heads up, Sam. It's not safe.
स्पार्कल्स नीचे गिर रहे फायर वर्क्स ये कितना सेक्सी दिख रहा है स्मूथ ट्रांजिशन अब कहाँ जाए I think अब इनको मार दूं
They're not human. Don't underestimate them.
इनको लग भी रहा है तो ऐसा अलग ही लेवल का गेम है हिडेओ कोजिमा भाई सरप्राइज पे सरप्राइज देता जाता है हर बार इसमें जा सकते हैं आगे मुझे तो ये सीन सेक्सी लग रहा है ये फायर वर्क्स बनाए इसकी पूरे के सामने ही है डैमेज हो रहा है ओह शिट यहाँ स्लो मोशन में इफेक्ट दिख रहा है भाई से हेड्स अप है डेवलपर को गेम जरा सा भी स्टटर नहीं हो रहा है ये देखने भाई ऑप्टिमाइज है ना ऐसे ट्रांजिशन में थोड़ा बहुत तो ऐसे लैग होना चाहिए पता है एकदम सिनेमैटिक बोलते हैं ना एब्सोल्यूट सिनेमा जैसा एक्सपीरियंस ये आइटम को एक्टर खतरनाक लिए भाई इसमें। ये जो इफेक्ट बताए ऐसे शेडो होता है स्केलेटन जैसा इसका फेस दिख रहा है। वो ट्रांजिशन सुपर सेक्सी। इसको मारना है। लास्ट पार्ट में वो था ना वो बीबी के वाला।
Wait, are they trying to lay a trap for us? The older deck is reacting to something. We should keep an eye on it and proceed with caution.
लास्ट पार्ट में वो बीबी वाला था जिसमें वो बेटर फील्ड में लड़े थे। बीबी का डेड था वो उसका पिता। उसके पीछे ऐसे स्कैन करते हुए जाइए।
There's too many.
Maran?
You can't handle them all by yourself. But maybe you can split them up. Take them one by one.
वही करेगा ना 1 by 1 ही लेके। लेट्स गो। ओ बड़ी खोल दिया साले। ये तो टेलीपोर्ट मारो।
He's escaped, Sam. Up into that tower.
अच्छा ऊपर टावर में कैसे जाना? और बैकअप बुला लिया इसने।
He's too quick. Must have gone up to the roof.
हाँ चला गया। वो तो सामने की तरफ। क्या स्लो मोशन पता है? स्लो मोशन के साथ साथ मैं वो क्या कर रहा हूँ, रिलोड भी कर रहा हूँ। ये क्या हुआ? पटका फ्लावर हो गया? शॉटगन निकाल। कहाँ चला गया वो? सामने के बिल्कुल वहां पर कैसे जाना? तो वहां पे कैसे जाना? ब्रिज होके जाना? कैसे? देख रहे हो स्लो मोशन के टाइम मस्त रिलोड मार। ओके अब मरा शायद। रिपीट द मिस्टेक। Nirvana?
Did he say Nirvana?
Nirvana.
Is he implying this is some sort of realm for the enlightened?
खतरनाक ट्रांजिशन दी है इसमें। ये लड़के को किस टाइप का कुत्ता है? शेप है उसका, वो कांगारू जैसे भौंक कुत्ते की तरह। लड़की इसके अंदर चलेगी क्या? ऐसा कुछ कर।
It's her, isn't it? The girl from before? I have no idea what just happened, but we should probably take her back to the DHV Magellan.
हाँ ओके, वो विलन अभी मेरे दिमाग में है। मेटल गियर सॉलिड सीरीज भी तो इसी ने बनाई, हिडेओ कोजिमा ने। ये तो बोल ही गए, इसलिए वो फैंटम जैसा वो लग रहा था जब वो हेडबैंड बांध रहा था ऐसे बंडल। वही सोच रहा था मैं कि ये कैरेक्टर कहीं वैसे देखा हुआ लगता है। इसी ने तो सीरीज बनाई मेटल गियर की भाई साहब। इसने ऐसे गेम्स को कनेक्ट किया, अपने गेम्स को। भाई गेम इंटरेस्टिंग होने धीरे धीरे गेम इतना इंटरेस्टिंग होते जा रहा है। वही सोच रहा था कि किसी गेम में ऐसे कैरेक्टर देख रहा था, फिर याद आया हिडेओ कोजिमा एपिसोड 6 क्राइसिस। उसी ने तो गेम की सीरीज बनाई मेटल गियर सॉलिड की। पीछे का हाथ थोड़ा काम का है, कुछ भी बन जाता है। फायरवर्क्स वगैरह खतरनाक सीन है ये वापस देखना अपना ये स्टीम का रिप्ले छोटे छोटे होल्स इसकी बात उसे काटे निकल ओह इसको डैमेज करेगा जिंदा हो ये सपना था कहाँ से कहाँ है यार ये ट्रांजिशन ले जाते अचानक एकदम सरप्राइज देता
You look better already. That's a relief. While you were recovering, we managed to learn a few things about our mystery girl. When you feel up to it, come to the room next door. Don't push yourself. Take your time.
फिलहाल पोटी करके आ गया फ्रेश हो गया था सब कुछ ना धो के क्लीन हो गया था आगे का पार्ट अमेजिंग होने वाला है सेंटम वाला भी ऑप्शन आ गया मेटल गियर सॉलिड का वो पार्ट भी इसमें पसड़ दिया है फिर रोमांचक होने वाला थोड़ी पेट पूजा करते कस्टमाइज में क्या है अच्छा ये स्क्वायर हुआ देखो कितना टाइम हो गया स्ट्रीम को 3 hours and 45 minutes क्या करूँ मैं इसको कंटिन्यू करूँ लेकिन इसके गेम प्ले में देखते हैं क्या है उनके कोई मिशन विशन को स्टार्ट नहीं करूँ ओके बस थोड़ा बहुत इसका इंट्रोडक्शन होगा लड़की का पहले इससे बतिया लेते
Are you sure you're all right, Sam? I did notice that you were tossing and turning in your sleep. And I'm still not sure what to make of the girl we found in that other place. Why don't we do as Fragile suggested and visit her in the next room?
Careful, careful.
Come on.
Careful.
Come down.
You got it?
Come on.
Thanks.
This is what happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the crystalloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps? It's like that, except a fair bit worse. The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
ये क्या नाम tomorrow? काफी realistic नाम दिया है इसको. Tomorrow.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've recently received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
ये कौन है? Main order rated DHB Magellan's terminal. यहीं तक रखते हैं आज का प्रायोजित कार्यक्रम. ऑर्डर कंप्लीटेड इसके थे स्ट्रेंजर. 5 ऑर्डर कंप्लीट किए आज की स्ट्रीम. 12 से चालू किया था. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and make sure to follow me on Instagram too. See you in the next stream. Till then, khatam, tata, bye bye. Peace out.